What's up, Conflict Nation? Just started a new game. Well, I should say I didn't just start it. But I play a real-time game in between my four-time games. I started out as this game as New Zealand, and let me just say I do not recommend playing as New Zealand. It sucks ass. You're so far away from everything. The closest thing you got's Australia, and he is not that good of a country. What I did is obviously I had to start working on Navy as fast as I could, and let me get the camera right here. I worked on Navy as strongly as I could. I know there's not much here now. This game is day 33, so it's kind of good ways into the game, but I didn't make a video until now. I'm playing as New Zealand. I have an ally, which is Indonesia, which he's doing pretty good. We started the game out together. We kind of worked together and just played. I ended up attacking up here. I attacked North and South Korea. Was my first go-to. Ended up beating, pretty much everything through here. And I attacked Japan, but Brazil attacked Japan. But Indonesia was already talking to him, and then we ended up going to war by accident. He ended up stopping. I ended up joining the coalition with him, so it was me, Indonesia, Brazil, which he's looking good. I'll show you here in just a second. In Ethiopia. Well, at the time, Brazil and Ethiopia needed help, so me and Indonesia split. I said I'll help Brazil because I'm closer. I asked for Colombia and Peru and Ecuador, that kind of area. He said that's fine. He took the rest of it, which rightfully so. It's his continent. Fought there. I went to Cuba, and pretty easy there. After my Navy was pretty big. It was pretty easy. Then that was just to get some points. I know all that's red, but I'll get to that here in a minute. I ended up going from there. Norway attacked me, and it was Norway and France on a team. I tried to hit this big Russia area, which is this right here is all mine. But he was coming across there as well. Norway was. Well, he ended up trying to hit my homeland. That lasted about 3 seconds. So we had Indonesia took India, Pakistan, and all that. We had Ethiopia and Indonesia fighting through Africa, but France was coming down through Africa, right there in Morocco. They kept switching people. They had Libya for a minute. They had Mali as a teammate for a minute, but we just kept killing them. This is before the end of the game. Well, France decided to say, nobody's listening to me. My team's not helping, so let me join you guys. So he did. We were skeptical, but he did. I ended up hitting Saudi just to get in the middle of the fight. I was heading that way anyway, just to get next to France. Ended up taking all of Saudi Arabia. All the way up until this point you're about to see. Well, there was a big, decent war here, right here in the middle, with Iraq, Israel, Turkey. They were all fighting. I just said, the hell with it, and went to war with all three of them. And I'm about done with Iraq now. I'm still moving and pushing through, but it's almost done. And then we're going to clean the rest of Turkey. And then all the big fights done. Norway ended up getting smoked. He got nuked really bad. I hit his capital, which is now rogue. I'm going back to fix it, but and then Brazil hit him with all the nukes, which was great. He had it all staged out. He took the little island right here just to get his launcher ready, you know what I mean? And then he hit several with boats or from his navy. He ended up nuking every one of his towns, every one of his home cities. And then, so he's no longer a threat. We killed many transport boats coming out of his country. Both of us did. We was the only two really up there. France really ain't done much. He's just pushing through, just trying to win the game, I believe. And I left from there. Ended up, me and Canada accidentally went to war right here in this little green section right here. I attacked it, won it. He was pulling through there too. We went to war on accident, so I just left it. And then Indo wanted a piece of the United States, so I said go for it. So I came through the bottom, hit New Orleans. I'm still fighting, as you can see. And Brazil wanted to hit Mexico, so that's what he's doing. Ethiopia is fighting the rest of Africa. So he may need some help, or we might have to come over and steal some points after we're done with everything. I don't know. He's probably got enough cities there to win the game. I'll probably come in maybe third, second if I'm lucky. France has a lot of points. But as you play the game, the only thing I can say is stage your army. Get ready. Like, you need to have big enough stacks heading to the cities that you need to attack. You know what I mean? Enough firepower, enough air support, enough defense in case they hit back, you know. But I'll let you know how the end game goes.